I'm actually, I want to say Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Kohaloyim Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Makakwadash. I'm going to give a double honor to the elders and the apostle of Great Millstone for pushing this truth. Say shalom to the believers out there. And I'm laughing at the scoffers very, very hard, literally right now. Shaquab, son of Sid Jr., son of Sid Senior. I'm highly upset right now. I'm highly upset, and it's a lot of things I'm upset about. I'm gonna try not to make the camera fall. But even with this being around the corner, I had to find a place where I could yell at without being heard or seen. I don't know if you can see it. That right there is that whole nativity scene. Nativity scene right there. So it's gonna be a lot on my mind while I speak what's on my mind. And even though in no way, shape, or form am I worthy to ask Yahawah for anything, I should just shut up and die. I'm not worthy to ask for anything. But I am a believer of Yahawah and Yahawashi. And it is written. It is written. That, Salaki, you gotta bear with me. I had to find a place where I could express myself in public at any decimal I would choose. And unfortunately, this was the best spot I could find during the day. So right now it's the beginning of 2023, and it's a lot that I've been noticing, especially in particular about Joe Biden. But for censorship's sake, we'll just refer to him as Sleepy Creepy, or just refer to him as Joe or Mr. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a strike. I feel it coming, and I don't care because they should have been took the page down. So I know they're watching, and I don't care because you've been watching me since I was in the streets, and I don't care they're on the streets no more. You're too late. And it's funny because all this time I'm worrying about raids and getting rushed and all this crap, whether it was with the hoes or anything, because hoes get raided too. So whether I was worried about a raid or anything. Come to find out, I leave the streets alone and I'm still gonna get raided. You still gonna ambush me. You still gonna act like I got something going on, and I got nothing going on. Literally nothing going on, except for these scriptures. And I ain't working with much. So the book of John, Salakia for talking. It's not what I came out to do. Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, 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 Salaki, slip of the tongue. For this location. And I'm trying not to jump all around the place. I'll read up, to hell with it. The book of John, chapter 14. Stay on track, and I end up having to explain that. The book of John, chapter 14, verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. What did Yahawashi do? He shook kingdoms. He shook kingdoms. He prophesied. He restored Yashala. He restored the scattered children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the spirit. book of John, chapter 14, verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do. Now it was written that all the works that Yahawashi had done cannot be written in the books. It can't be contained in books. And we just read the greater works than Yahawashi did. Others will do. Somebody's going to do. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Now, remember, Yahawashi is with the Father now. So pay very close attention to the next verse. Verse 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name. So the name is important. You can't just pick and choose which name you want to call him. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. So, as it is written, all power on heaven and in earth has been given to Yahawashi. Okay? But he still has to, it's still under the order and authority of Yahweh, because they're on the same page. It's a beautiful marriage, if you could, if that can explain it. Verse 14. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. Yahweh. In the name of Yahawashi. Baba Kasha. Baba Kasha. Yahawashi. 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 Ask Abba. Ask Yahweh to judge Joe Biden now. Judge him for his works. He knows we're the 12 tribes. He slipped up on national TV. He knows about the mark of the Quran. He told that, I believe, Chief Justice, whoever the hell that other Edomite was, he told him, mark my words, before your tenure is up, you will vote on this, on implanting humans with the chip. He said, mark my words, before your tenure is up, you will vote on this. Yahawashi, Baba Kasha. Joe has done everything he's needed to do. Cast him down from heaven. Cast him down, Yahawashi. Cast him down. Salaki, I'm not about to rant. I'm not about to rant. But thank you, Yahawashi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for asking Yahweh whether he moves at my pace or not. Whether Yahweh moves at my pace or not, Yahawashi, Baba Kasha, thank you, the water, for asking Yahweh to judge Joe Biden. Get him out of here. He's not needed. He's done enough. He's done everything needed to do. And I thank him for his service to the 12 tribes of Yasharahla. He's done a remarkable job. But get him the fuck out of here. Baba Kasha. Salaki. Oh no, you just flipped open to it. Wow. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Did you really flip open to it? Okay, the book of... It's perfect because I'm in the dark, so you know every shot counts. The book, every flip counts. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse 12. Thus said the Lord, Yahawah, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and Judah is the southern kingdom, okay? The so-called West Indies, the so-called African Americans, the so-called Haitians, the so-called people on some of the Virgin Islands, and the so-called African Americans. That is the tribe of Judah. The top tribe, which sprang Yahawashi, came from the loins of Judah. The book of Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 12. Thus said the Lord Yahawah, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore thus said the Lord God, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. And Edom is the so-called white race. Okay, the so-called white race, the book of Genesis chapter 25 verse 25 speaks of the first so-called redneck to ever be born. It said the first came out red all over. Okay, in the South, in slavery in the South, we called them rednecks. Still call them rednecks. But in the book of Genesis chapter 25 verse 25, the first redneck appeared on the planet. The Edomites, the house of Edom. You know all this history. You know all this history. You know history on a fish, history on a rock, history on dirt. History, you say that you claim that the mouse was alive billions of years ago. You know all the history on the mouse, but you don't know our history. You can't tell us about us. You don't know your history. You don't want to admit who you are. You are Edom, and we are Israel. We are Yasharahla. The book of Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahawah. Baba Kasha, Yahawashi, Baba Kasha. Ask Yahawah to lay his vengeance on Edom today, right now, by judging Job. Judge Job. Judge him. Judge that spirit, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Judge that spirit. He is an evil man. Judge him. And it won't mean anything about me. It's all about you. It's your power. It proves your power. It doesn't prove nothing about me. I'm nothing. Judge him. Cast him down from heaven, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Cast him off of his throne. Get him the fuck out of here. Baba Kashai, please. Yahawashi, Baba Kashai. Ask him again, Baba Kashai. Please, ask him again. Baba Kashai, Yahawashi. Ask him again. Baba Kashai. Ask him one more time. One more time, again. Ask him again. Now ask him again. Now ask him again. Get us the fuck out of here. Get us the fuck out of here, Yahawashi. Before I kill somebody. I never have, and you know I will. Get us the fuck out of here. Salaki. Book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his ways, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Shalaki. I must patiently wait and endure my punishment. And I won't envy the oppressor. Lord willing, I won't choose any of his ways. And if I do envy, I won't envy for long. I just thought about the last part of that verse, but I don't want to mess up my thought. So I want to say that verse, end of the verse correctly. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Bahasham Yahawashi. Joe Biden is the man on my mind who's bringing wicked devices to pass. Okay? And I would appreciate it if you would judge him. And when I say judge him, I mean make him stand before you today. If you don't do it today, I cannot be upset with you. I wouldn't mind you doing it on his birthday or Christmas. Well, his birthday, he only one birthday. On the anniversary of his birthday or his Christmas or their celebrated Christmas. Do it on holiday. Do it on Valentine's Day while they're out having dinner. You know, it's just a lot of ideas. A lot of ideas come to my mind. 4th of July, you know, while you're lighting the fireworks and boom, it's just, you know, anyway, just, you know, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. With me personally, ain't no more tell, I'm a white. Me personally, it's a lot. Me personally, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. I would not like for Joe Biden to get any rest tonight, if you know what I mean. I would not like for Joe Biden to ever hop on a plane again. I can only find rest. We can only find rest in Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. And we can't worry about the success of the so-called black woman or the white man and the other nations out doing this. You know, they happy, let them be happy. You know, when Lord willing, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi will judge Joe Biden speedily for bringing this mark of for bringing Revelation 13:16 to pass, and for blatantly and openly going against Yahawah in the name of Yahawashi by going against the 12 tribes of Israel and holding fast to those people over there in Jerusalem as of now. Just had to cuss out Amalek. I ain't cuss him out. He couldn't understand. He kept acting like he couldn't hear me when I'm asking him the price for this and that. Huh? What? Huh? So then I asked him, I said, yo, where are you from? It got to the point I didn't even know where his dumb ass was from. Like, where are the stupid people like you from? I said, where are you from? He said, Jerusalem. I said, what? He said, Jerusalem. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. I said, now everything makes sense. I said, my ancestors are from Jerusalem. He said, what? What'd you say? I said, my ancestors are from Jerusalem too. He said, and then I said, so everything makes sense on why you acting like this and why you act like you can't understand anything I'm saying. I said, that makes sense. Everything made, he was quiet. He was quiet after that. Then I bagged Maria. She don't speak no English, but this is important. She had no interpreter. He was like, rapido. He's like, girl, you better stop playing. I understand what he's saying, girl. You better get with him. Slack it. But there will be no me and Maria unless we get beamed up together. That's how I look at any woman. There is no me and a woman unless Yahawashi Yahawashi chooses to save me and that woman. Slack it. Slack it, yeah. Don't tell anybody I cried, I'll find you, motherfucker. It's like, nah, I'm playing. I'm gonna put it up and everything. I don't give a fuck. Bet you if you hit me, I won't cry. that, motherfucker. No, I'm just thinking out loud. Damn, I'm struggling. There you go. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. The temptation that we're about to fall upon, or that's about to fall upon us, is going to test our faith. It's going to test our faith. The plans that Joe Biden has for the world is not good for the world. That was a private jet. It was beautiful. But Lord willing, you know, we get out of here in something more beautiful than that jet. The temptation that's about to come across the world is going to test our faith. And we're going to have to truly rely on Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and not lean on our own understanding. The book of Psalms, chapter 37. I started 1. I was going to start at 12, and then I went up to 8, now I'm going to 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, like Joe Biden in the house of Amalek, or Putin, or Kim Jong-un. All these leaders are out of control. They're all evil. They're all evil. People are in trouble, man. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Judge him. Judge him. Verse 3, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Now, I was thinking earlier, I'm going to get all over the track. I'm slacking. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. So, you know, we have to delight ourselves in the Lord, regardless of what we're going through. The desires of our heart is to be saved. Oh, you don't think so? When you get in a situation where you want to be saved, you're gonna pray. You see them atheists and the hat-ass people. You're gonna pray. Commit thy way unto the Lord. And you do that by hearkening to his word. And then applying it, which is not easy to do. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. And that's how you know that that scripture is true, because the evildoers are being cut. The evildoers are dying daily, day by day. And the ones that are waiting on the Lord are still here. And this dump, suffering and waiting to inherit the earth. That's a beautiful scripture. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 11. Salakia. 37, verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Now, who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, right? And the one that's on the throne for Babylon the Great is Joe Biden. Okay? So Yahawashi, Baba Kashai, if you don't mind, I know I got on your nerves a little bit earlier, but would you mind asking Yahawah to judge Joe Biden? Baba Kashai. Let's get Kamala Harris in there. Baba Kashai. That's great for prophecy. That works great. Joe Biden did his great job. He did great. Good job, Joe. Great job, Joe. I love you, Joe, for what you've done to fulfill prophecy. I don't love you for... I don't love you. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Okay, so who is the meek? The meek are the people that's living in the worst conditions and still not killing every goddamn body, rising up and overthrowing the government. Esau go through 1 year of economic woes and storms on the U.S. Capitol in January. Just storms the Capitol like a fucking madman. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Because that's what's going to happen when we're back in power. There's going to be peace on the earth. We're going to beat the shit out of all the Chinese people, all the Asian people, all these crackers, everybody getting their ass whipped. When we get back on top, when the so-called West Indies and the so-called African Americans and the so-called Latinos and Latinas, when we all come together under the true God of heaven, and get back, and we're going to whip everybody's ass, beat the fuck out of y'all, and make y'all do our goddamn feet for free, make y'all clean up the goddamn earth. We're going to get shit right. And y'all going to like it. And we're going to build us a Disneyland. Better version. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. In the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4, it explains who the wicked is. The wicked is Esau, Edom. And he clamps down on us spiritually and physically with his teeth. Verse 13, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Are you laughing at Job? Are you laughing? When is his day coming, Yahawashi? Do you know? Do you know? Yahawah, when is his day coming? You don't have to tell me. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 13. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword. The sword is out, Yahawashi. The sword is out. It's polished. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Yeah. If you say the trans community is bad, Esau won't slay you. But if you say the trans community is good, then everything's fine. Why? Because as is the ruler of the city, so are the people. So the king has influenced the subordinates to accept complete wickedness. Our children are in danger. Our children aren't safe. They're not safe in school. They're not safe in church. They're not safe at home. Creepy ass. Bahasham Yahawashi. The book of Psalms, chapter 37. Verse 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword. Joe Biden drawn out a sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy. That's what Joe Biden does. And to slay such as be of upright conversation. That's what Joe Biden intends to do. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Yahawah, in the name of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Baba Kashai. Baba Kashai, Yahawashi. Ask Yahawah for Joe's sword to destroy Esau. Let his own tongue fall upon him, Yahawashi. So much wickedness to partake anywhere Esau is at. Anywhere Esau is at, wickedness is there. Top-notch wickedness. I'm at the beach today. Four men who might as well have been wearing all pink, walking around in clothes they should not have been wearing. Looking at me. Why are you running all around the goddamn world? They run around the goddamn world with their dick out, sticking it in any and everything that they can. Children, animals, men. They have to be stopped. They have to be stopped. The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law, which is the scriptures. Like, don't take the mark of the beast. That's law. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of the Lord and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law. We are a walking testimony to God. Our life is a walking testimony to the scriptures from beginning to end. Nah, that's 83. I was on 78. What's going on? The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. That's law. To pass the knowledge down to the children. That's law. It's a commandment. Sounds like more than 10, ain't it? Somebody dog said shut up. Verse 6, that's not. The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 6, that the generation to come might know them. Might know what? The laws and the strength and the wonderful works that God did for our fathers and their women, if that make the women feel better. Did it for our fathers and their women. Y'all women need a man of the Lord. That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in God and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their hearts aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God. Okay, so Salaki, I had to go to the next page. Trying to stay on track. I took notes. I'm trying to stay on track. Bear with me. Baba Kasha. So yeah, that's it. Okay. So Yahawashi, Baba Kasha. Could you ask Yahawah to remember and to acknowledge and to see, to look, find out. Are we less rebellious than our fathers, Yahawashi? Can you have mercy on us? Can you have mercy on us, Yahawah? Are we less rebellious than our fathers? Are we trying to come back to you more than our fathers, God? Are we? Have mercy on us and kill the rest. Kill them. Kill them all. The book of Psalms, chapter 78. Damn. 62. The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 62. He gave his people over also unto the sword, and was wroth with his inheritance. Now it makes me think of the other scripture which says, cast him down, O Lord, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And I just explained earlier that the wicked is Esau, Edom. So the book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 62, he gave his people over also unto the sword, and was wroth with his inheritance. So Yahawashi, Babakashai. One more time, Yahawashi, Babakashai. Ask him one more time to judge Joe Biden tonight, today, or whenever he like, whenever he please. How dare I? Salaki. Verse 63, the fire consumed their young men, and their maidens were not given to marriage. So you women aren't given to marriage to this very day. The very day you women aren't given to marriage. Okay, in the fire, the curses have consumed Jacob. We're destroyed. The men are destroyed. The men are destroyed. So by default, the women are destroyed. Verse 64, their priest fell by the sword. So Esau caused all the priests to fall. My father trying his best to so-called serve God. Esau messed that up, caused it. My father, he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance. Esau caused all priests to fall. Their priests fell by the sword, and their widows made no lamentation. These women don't care. In today's time. Then the Lord awaked as one out of sleep. Wake up! Wake up! Then the Lord awaked as one out of sleep, and like a mighty man that shouteth by reason of wine. And he smote his enemies in the hinder parts. He put them to a perpetual reproach. So Lord willing, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi. When I say wake up, I mean we will see them. We will see all prophecies being fulfilled. That's what I mean when I say Lord willing, Yahweh will wake up. Yahawashi will wake up. Baba Kashai, Yahawashi, Baba Kashai. Ask Yahweh to wake up, Baba Kashai, according to Psalms chapter 78, verse 65 and 66. Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, Baba Kashai, fulfill all prophecies written in this book, Baba Kashai. Yahawashi, Baba Kashai. Ask Yahweh if it is okay to now fulfill all prophecy, starting with the judgment of Sleepy Creepy Joe, Baba Kashai. The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 1. Yahweh standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. And this is lowercase gods. Okay? So that goes for angels on heaven and angels on earth. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, Yahawah, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahawah. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Okay, they're against the so-called West Indies. They're against the so-called African Americans. They're against the so-called Latinos and Latinas. They're against the so-called Native Americans. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So even though on the islands they sing songs to Zion, they have cut us off from being a nation. We act like we don't know each other. We all look alike. We all been through the same bullshit, the same slavery bullshit. No matter where we are, oh, you in America, oh, then you better, no, oh, you on this island, oh, you better. Man, we all been through the same bullshit. We got the same fucked up story, the same fucked up slave ship story. We all suffering. We all fucked up out here. The book of Psalms, and because they plotted on us thousands of years ago, it's written about in the book. The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and they have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharahla, Israel, may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All races, all nations team up against us. And then they got to speak in different languages, so we against each other and can't understand each other. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. So we just named what the Bible called them in ancient times. In today's times, we gonna call these motherfuckers Africans, Europeans, Chinese, Arabs, all them bitch ass niggas teamed up against us. That's why they come over here and open up stores, and we can't get no goddamn store. We gotta go to them. And even if we do get a store, we don't want to spend it with each other. We'd rather spend it with them. Because we're cursed. We're separated. We're under the curses. In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15 through, I believe, 68, it speaks to all the curses that my people are under. Nobody else in the world is going through these curses but us. Nobody in the world feels the pain that we feel but us. Shalom.